What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and I'm back, folks. That's right, Doody's back from his mini vacation. My apologies. I had mentioned that I should have been back early on Sunday and would have some time Sunday afternoon to do a stream. Sorry, folks, I couldn't do it with the government shutdown. That's right. Airports, TSA, and all that stuff is backed up. And airlines, flights are backed up. So I ended up getting into town pretty late, so my apologies, I couldn't stream. But don't worry, folks, Doody will be streaming more this week, and if you are a consumer of the streams, I'll have several this week. So anyway, taking a look at the daily wrap, see what Phil had to say. There's a major cope here, of course. The Argentinian Detractors are back, and I guess Phil decided he wanted to take a minor victory lap, where one whale came in and saved the day. So let's see what Phil had to say on the daily wrap.
In addition, during that podcast, a weird thing happened. Some guy who I'd never heard of, never spoken with, showed up and dropped 50 memberships. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. And then he dropped another 50. Then he dropped another 50. Then he dropped another 50. Then he started to say weird racial stuff about people in Atlanta. And I'm like, enough is enough. This guy's not real. No one just shows up to someone's stream, starts dropping an insane amount of support that you've never seen before, and says weird shit in the chat. So basically, people were kind of upset because they were like, "Oh man, it sucks. That was a good." I think it was like, no lie, 300 subs. I should say memberships. It was YouTube memberships that this guy was dropping. It was quite apparent that this guy was probably faking it using a VPN and basically paying me pennies on the dollar, right? So what ended up happening was, my actual viewers and fans saw this happen and said, "Well, that's messed up that people keep doing this to Phil," and they rallied and they started supporting me. One legit fan who had supported me a ton last month dropped 50 actual memberships. Someone came by who's a regular and dropped a $100 tip to support Silksong. And then more people started contributing, and more people started contributing. So we started playing Silksong, Act 3. It's great. It's challenging. Man, there was an insanely lengthy platforming segment trying to escape from this area called the Abyss all the way up through the deep depths, or deep docks, I think it's called, while being chased by lava. And if you get hit by the lava, not only do you lose health, you got to start the whole thing from the bottom. It's like, oh man, this is difficult. Kept going, kept persevering. Now new things unlocked in Act 3 that we needed to do, new areas and new special dungeons and challenges and things. Fought, new enemy types, all kinds of fun stuff. Actually found a new crest, a whole new crest that I actually really like and I'm using now. So I'm no longer using the Architect crest. Good stuff all around. By the end of the stream, we had raised not one, not two, 3 goals of support. Amazing. What a welcome back. I never expected that today. I hate to say it, but this is what happens when idiots come to my content and think that they're going to hurt me by doing these false memberships and stuff. They think, we got it really stuck it to Phil. We gave all these fake memberships out. Now everyone has a membership and he can get paid for them. But what happens is it then motivates my actual supporters to want to see me be successful. That's why I'm successful. Because as I've told you guys, I persevere against all adversity thrown against me. I don't give up. I always double down, triple down my efforts. I do my best to always fight past it and win. And so if you're going to be a faking asshole and do that, people are going to feel bad about it and say, nah, screw that. Let's help Phil. And that's exactly what happened. Okay. Would I have made 3 goals today if some idiot didn't come by and give 300 fake memberships? I doubt it. But that's what happens when you're a moron. You come by, you think you're going to affect someone negatively, and you end up actually helping me. What an idiot. Okay. So that was the first stream. Absolutely insanely amazing.
All right, so this is a major cope here because I have a very long memory. And I can remember last year, last January, not this January, the January 4, January 2024, and how the first time the Argentinian Detractors came in and flooded Phil's channel with support. And he was on cloud 9. I remember him wasting so much money on WWE Champions, thinking, oh my God, I have a new whale in the house. I'm going to get so much money. 2024, my groove is back. Phil was gloating. It was pretty sad, right? And then essentially about a week later, he realized, oh, what's going on here? I'm still not getting paid for these memberships. And he literally spent 3 days trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Talking about it on his podcast, reaching out to YouTube. I mean, it became a financial segment for literally a week. And then he read something, I think on Reddit or something, or Discord, I'm not sure where he found out that there's this loophole on YouTube where you can use a VPN, change your location, and basically buy 50 memberships for, like $1, or 100 memberships for like $1.50, right? So Phil thought he was going to have, at the end of the month, he was going to get paid for about 3,000 members, and that came out to literally him making about $5. And when he found out, he coped and seethed. He raged about it. It was great. It was great theater. Everyone laughed at it. It was funny. It was kind of like the meme of the. It was the meme of the quarter for 2025. And every so often, the Argentinian detractors come in whenever Phil's begging for support, and they want to clown on him. And that's what it is. Look, I don't tell anyone how to detract. You know, I'm not a gatekeeper. You do whatever the hell you want to do. If you want to give money, if you want to throw pennies at Phil to troll him, knock yourself out. If you want to do kicks, you know, penny kicks with funny names to troll him, knock yourself out. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. It's your money. You do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. You know, this notion here that Phil now is using this, you know, just like the King of Hate moniker, he's using it to rally his supporters, and how, you know, it doesn't impact them because my dents come in to save the day. When they see that someone's fucking with Phil, they fuck back. I don't know what the cope is here. It's pretty sad. Again, what did you have? You have One Whale come in, Final Wish, who was the den of the month last month, who came in and was dropping, you know, large supports on Phil, got harassed, disappeared, and now he's back again. Pretty sure someone will harass him again. He'll disappear for a couple months, and then whenever he gets access to his mom's credit card, he'll drop some more memberships. Who the hell knows? Anyway, it's just sad and pathetic. I think the funny is his copier, where it's like, oh yeah, it's, you know, this is just one more thing to add to my legend, I guess. You know, Phil thinks he's I Am Legend. And the scribes are writing the story of DSP, and this is just one more additional footnote in his book that he's gonna be adding. Yes, the LGBT Argentinian attack of October of 2025, and how Phil and the Dents rallied to stop the evil foreign invaders for coming in and harassing Phil. Get out of here, Phil. Get the hell out of here. And you know, the funny thing was that if he wouldn't have gotten Final Wish to come in and drop the super chats, he would have been whining and complaining for days about YouTube and the loophole and how he's not making any money off of it, and begging people. Yes, that's right, begging people. And he didn't beg. I think he made what, like, he wanted 450. He wanted to hit 450 by the end of the day or something like that, and literally was still begging. Made tons of cash. He did. And literally was still begging his viewers for more money, man. God, Phil, you're sad and pathetic, bro. Then you sit here and you wonder why people call you an e-beggar. This is why. When you act like this. When you act like this and you're just a pig. You literally are a pig. You're a pig who has a trough full of food, eats the whole thing, and then, you know, goes around to other pigs, you know, to the other troughs, you know, where the other pigs are eating, and then eat their food. That's literally what you are, Phil. God, man, you're very disgusting. You are. And you just don't care. You're going to continue milking these people till you can't stop milking them anymore. And that's your game plan, I guess, until the day they get tired of giving you money, or, you know, a heart attack comes, or something serious happens. Who the hell knows? YouTube's deplatform you. Something serious. And that's your game plan for the rest of your life, I guess. Who the hell knows? Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what he has to say. He's going to talk about Truck Simulator last night, which almost got sent to ban world because support was slow, until, of course, the Singaporean communist Slayer came in and saved the day.
We're now at 8 out of 10 goals hit. So, the lead stream tonight was American Truck Sim. And some Halloween antics going on. They actually added a whole Halloween backdrop with witches flying around in this big haunted barn and stuff in the pause menu. We opted to do the longest delivery ever. Okay, $71,000 to haul a boat from, where was it? Cheyenne, Wyoming, all the way down to southern Texas. Longest job I've ever done by far. And let me tell you, it wasn't without problems. I had a couple of accidents and getting stuck and getting damaged, and it was exhausting. I mean, I played it till past 10 p.m. I'm serious. It took that long to finish this one job. We got it done. Okay, it was fun. We had some good interactions, but basically, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Truck Sim is starting to really show cracks. And what I mean by that is, remember, already once we didn't hit the goal for this game, and we canceled it. And then people rallied and said, no, we want it back. So I brought it back for about a month, and we've been hitting goals again. Tonight, we almost didn't hit the goal. We were at $80, and we only had like 20 minutes left. And then all of a sudden, last minute, a few people rally, and then there's a tip. And we did hit it absolutely last minute. But if it wasn't for one person doing an over $40 tip, we wouldn't hit the goal. So I'm really starting to feel like Truck Sim is at the end. and that literally we are going to see it go away soon. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not people will see how close we were tonight and be like, no, now we're going to show up again. I don't know. But listen, I had a good time tonight. We had chill fun, lots of interaction, lots of great conversation. But again, right now my time is very valuable. I'm balancing between just the Silk Song, Pokemon, Mario Galaxy 2. Tomorrow is Ninja Gaiden 4. Thursday is Tormented Souls 2. Next week is Outer Worlds 2 and the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Then in November, we got Call of Duty. We got more. There's a million games coming out. My time is being pulled in a million directions. I can't be playing Truck Sim when we have other games that people want and are going to support. So thank you to those who did show up, engage, and the fact that we did get support last minute. I'm grateful, but man, it's getting close at this point. I'm wondering, is next week the last week for Truck Sim, or will we see a turnaround? I guess we'll find out. But 9 out of 10 goals hit in one day. 4 freaking goals. This means tomorrow we're in prime position to hit a goal and do DSP tries it, so let's talk about that. Tomorrow morning, there will not be a podcast. Tomorrow morning, we're going to jump right into Pokemon Legends ZA. So far, it's been a great playthrough, lots of chill fun, interactions, great conversation, catching Pokemon, exploring the universe, and, well, I say the universe, it's one city, and naming the Pokemon has also been quite fun. So, tomorrow we'll have more of the same. If we hit a support goal on that stream, it'll be DSP tries it, the Frank's the Frank's, it's not red, is it Red Hot? It is. The Frank's Red Hot Sauce menu at Taco Bell, and the Fritos, what is it?
No one gives a shit. Good God, man. Just, God, this guy just drones on. This thing was was it 9 minutes long? I mean, Phil, come on. You could have made this a 3-minute video. Jesus Christ. Not even. You could have talked about this nonsense during your podcast, which you're not going to have, but you still have an hour of sitting there begging. So, whatever, Phil. No one gives a shit. Good God. So, yes, Truck Simulator is on the hook, folks. He's threatened to wage quit it again. I figure he doesn't want to quit Truck Simulator because that's the easiest stream he can do. He can essentially, Truck Simulator has become his weekly therapy session where he sits there and he talks about all of his problems. He talks about Detractors. He talks about his glory days. You know, he sounds like Al Bundy scoring 4 touchdowns in one game. Yeah, you know, and he gets to retcon shit. He gets to retcon his entire life. So I don't really think he wants to quit Truck Simulator, and it's a very easy game. And yeah, Dents have been supporting it, but the last 2 weeks, the support's been drying up. And it's been taking one whale to come in and drop some money. And last night, that was Slayer's turn. Slayer decided that, you know, he loved the autism of Truck Simulator, and it stimulates him, I guess. And he decided to drop nearly a $50 tip at the end of the stream just to continue on the autism. That's right. So I guess Phil's going to play it one more time. If you leave it to him, he would play it twice a week if he really could. Because again, it's a free therapy session for the man. That's really it. But he's doing this little kabuki theater dance here where he's threatened to wage quit it, hoping that, you know, the Dents will rally yet again and continue supporting it. And if he can milk maybe a good month or 2 out of it, he will. So, you know, that's his little game here. No one buys it. No, you know, it's sad. You know what I mean? And it's obvious because then he goes into a tirade about Pokemon. And what's his favorite part of Pokemon? That's right, naming the Pokemon. Naming the Pokemon. Of course, give him $20 to do that. And everyone will have glorious fun. Anyway, yeah, whatever. Who cares, man? Truck Simulator, I'm guessing, eventually has to get shelved because that crap has been running for, 5 months or something like that. I'm sure he'll find another chill racing simulating, game that the Dents will rally behind and they love. The sucky part is Bookworm. Oh, Buckwell. No, yeah. Fuck Buckwell. Buckwell, I guess, you know, screw you, brother. All that money you spent on DLC and shit that you sent Phil for this game, it doesn't matter. He's going to throw all that shit down the tube. And too bad for all the suckers who paid $25 to pick the paint color of his truck or whatever. It's just all digital goods that are wasted. It's nothing more than just NFTs. And I remember Phil ranting and raving about NFTs and how they're worthless and that it's stupid and it's just gouging your viewership. And essentially, Phil, that's what you're doing here. You're charging people $20 or $25 to name a Pokemon. And again, it's just a digital good. He did the same shit with Minecraft, where he let people pay $20 to name anything in the stupid world. And it's just, why don't you just do that for free, Phil? Don't you get enough money from these idiots? why don't you do that as a free gift to them and say, look, I'm gonna randomly pick a chatter, someone who's been positive in chat, and I'm gonna let them pick something and they can name it whatever they want. How about you do that, you greedy scumbag? But of course, no. Anyway, any way he can milk, he just reminds me of someone who has a wet towel and just wrings it and wrings it and wrings it and tries to get every drop of water out of that towel. That's how Phil treats his dents. He just keeps wringing them until he can't wring them anymore. Anyway, folks, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.